Hi everybody, this is Bobby with BC Designs, and this is Thursday, so I have another card for you. I decided to go with an oldie but a goodie. I love this stamp set, and I just wanted to make a card that wasn't a holiday card. Not quite ready to jump into the new products yet. You guys have a couple of more weeks before you can order, so I don't want to tease you too much before you can actually get the catalog in your hand and start ordering. So I pulled out my Forever Fern bundle, and this does come with the dies. I did not use the dies today. It's the Forever Flourishing dies, and you get 14 dies. This is an amazing set. I highly encourage you to order it if you do not own it. The first year a bundle's in the catalog and it's bundled, you save 10%. So if this carries over into next year's catalog, you won't save the 10%. They will be separated. You can buy the stamp set and then the dies separate, but you won't get the discounted 10% off as you would right now for getting the bundle. So I highly suggest, if you are thinking about it, I would get this one. It's a good one. I did a class with this right at the beginning, I think, when it came out, and loved it. I'm going to use the Pattern Party Decorative Masks, and I'm going to use this one today. I had somebody on my YouTube Live last week. I shared my the products I got from the new catalog, and somebody shared when I showed the masks that I ordered in the new mini catalog, the January to June catalog, and somebody commented that they'd never used a mask and they weren't really sure how to use a mask. So I thought, you know what, this is a good opportunity to teach people that maybe have never used our decorative masks. You can use our embossing paste in these. You can use, like I'm going to do today, the blending brush. You can put this down and use watercolor on it. You could use your re-inkers, you know, and go in and paint. There's just so many different things and options. Highly, highly recommend decorative masks too. I really enjoy using them in my card making. So my DSP that I'm using today is in the annual catalog. It's the hand pinned, very, very pretty flowery paper. My card base is Pool Party, and this is 5.5 by 8.5, and I just scored it at 4 1/4. And then I cut my DSP. Let me find my notes. I cut this at 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. And then I used these stitched rectangles to die cut out cinnamon cider. And then I die cut out one in basic white that I'll do my stamping on. So let's do the decorative mask part first. So I'm going to use grid paper, because I like to use grid paper because it has the lines where you can make sure that you're putting everything down straight. Now you could choose to open this up and do the front that way, but I'm just going to leave it closed. I'm going to make sure that I'm getting it as straight as I can on my lines. I just wiped this off, so I'm hoping it's dried good enough. But this also, using the grid, is also going to help me line my decorative mask up to make sure that I put this down on top of my card straight. So I'm just going to make sure my card is straight, because it looked like maybe it wasn't. And then the trick to doing this is make sure that when you put this on top, that you're leaving a little bit of room. Of course, you know, I have a lot of room on the sides, and see how I don't have that much at the top and the bottom. Let me scoot up a little bit, because you guys can't quite see the bottom, I don't think. So there's not as much room at the top and the bottom as there is on the sides, but I'm going to tape this down. So that's what I want you to be cautious about. And another little tip, you don't have to use it straight. You can churn this. You can make different designs with it the way that you, whatever you want to do. So I ordered this on Amazon. It's Post-it tape, labeling cover-up tape. This is good if you're going to, you know, if you don't want to use all the words, you can cover it to mask your stamp even. So let's straighten this up a little bit more. I just feel like it's not straight. Let me see if I moved my card when I did that. And then I'm going to just put this down. And once I get it to where I kind of think I want it, I just kind of hold it there. And then you don't need very much of this tape, but you don't want to move this once you think that you have it pretty straight. You want to be as cautious as you can. And I just put it on all 4 sides. I mean, you can try putting it at the top or just the sides or whatever. Try not to put it on your cardstock, because then that's going to prevent you from getting the color in there. But the other cool thing about this is you don't have to do, you can do light and dark. You could do, you know, when I go to start doing this, I can use a lot of pressure and a lot of ink in one area and then lighten up a little bit just so you get that variant look. So I'm going to use Pool Party, and I'm just going to take my blending brush and ink it up just a little bit. I'm going to start off my paper. I don't want to go directly on there because then I could leave the little marks that you can do, the little like sponge marks, and I don't want to do that. And so you just go all over the front, and that tape is what's helping hold my card base down, so that way it's not going to go sliding on me and I'm not going to make a mess. And then I'm going to start down here, and see, I can go like really dark and go up this way, like really pushing hard to make it dark, and then do lighter, you know, in different areas. It's just however you choose that you want your background to look. And a lot of this background today is going to be covered up anyway, so it's not that really important to me on how unified I get this, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So that's it for Pool Party. And then all I'm going to do is gently take my tape up, just like this. And then I just took a diaper wipe. You could take this, lay it in your sink, in your bathroom. I use Bath and Body Works hand soap and to wash my hands, and I also use that to clean up things like this. But I also earlier just used a diaper wipe and then dried it really good with a paper towel. Okay, so see how that looks. I love that. I got very light here but dark there. I just love that color. I think it's a very pretty. I think it's a neat way for you to create your own background. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this piece up and this the DSP. I'm gonna use some dimensionals. So let me see if I have any. I should. I just put some over there the other day. It seems like, but you know, these are one things that I think you go through quite a bit, or at least it seems like I do. So I'm just gonna put some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of this one, and then make sure I have the back flipped over of the Cinnamon Cider. Ooh, look at that. Yep. Okay. My old woman eye, sometimes I have to take a double take. I hope you guys all have a very Merry Christmas. Like, by the time this video goes up, it will be the day before Christmas Eve, and I just hope everybody has a very blessed, happy Christmas. Thank God for our health and whatever blessings you feel like you have in your life. Okay, so this one I'm going to put more to the top, and I'm just eyeballing it around this side and the top, trying to make sure that I leave the same amount on the side here as I did on the top, okay? That's what I'm doing there. Then for the DSP, I originally started out and was going to layer this in 3, and I just couldn't get it to work the way that I wanted it to. So I thought, we'll just do it like this. So then I'm just going to offset the DSP just over to the left a little bit and just down a little bit. Let's jump in and do our stamping. I'm going to use Mint Macaron, and we're going to ink up that pretty little leaf image. I'm just going to stamp it more a little bit towards the top because I want to be able to get my sentiment down here at the bottom. That's all for our Mint Macaron. Oh, I need Pool Party again. I put it away. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment in Cinnamon Cider. Just stamp it right there at the bottom. And then I'm going to take the little spackle of Cinnamon Cider and just kind of randomly, and I'm stamping off when I do this, or not double stamping when I do this. So I did it like 4 times. Let me clean that image, and then we'll do the same thing with Pool Party. Okay, so let's open our Pool Party, and we'll just ink this up, and I'm gonna stamp and then come down here without re-inking, and then I'm gonna stamp and come down here and do it without re-inking. Now, if you want more darker of the Pool Party, go ahead and just ink that up, because Pool Party is a very light color, so you might feel like, oh, you can't really see the Pool Party. So I'm in support of you doing that. You have my permission, guys. And if this is your first time watching, I encourage you to visit my blog. I also have a host code that is linked in the description of this video. And if you click on it, it will take you directly to my store. I send free make and take packets to everybody that shops with me with a qualifying order. And a qualifying order is $25, $35, or $50. If you spend $25, I send you one. If you spend $35, I send you 2 of my make and takes. And if you spend $50, I send you all 3 make and takes. And the videos are on YouTube showing you how to put them together, guys. Okay, that's it. This will be my final card. No, it won't. I was going to say it will be for the final year. I'm not sure if it will be or not. I don't even know what today is. I've been off for a week. So I am kind of lost. I'm going to do one on Monday. So let's see. What is today? Today's the 26th. Nope, I will do some next week too, I guess. Okay, I was going to say this is my last video of the year, but it is not. So I will see you guys next week. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure that you hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button if you aren't already. Bye, guys.